1, 2, 3. Dear Evan Hansen is about a boy named Evan, played by Ben Platt, who lives alone with his mom Heidi, played by Rachel Bay Jones. He has social anxiety and goes to therapy every week and writes letters to himself as assignments. After meeting Zoe Murphy, played by Laura Dreyfus, and writing a letter pinning all of his hopes on her, he tries to print it out at school and winds up running into her brother Connor Murphy, played by Mike Feist. After Connor is found dead by suicide days later, Evan's letter in his pocket, the Murphys, played by Jennifer Laura Thompson and Michael Park, pin their hopes on Evan being Connor's true friend. Not wanting to deepen their suffering, Evan fabricates a lie about their friendship and goes as far as to fabricate emails with the help of his acquaintance Jared, played by Will Rowland. After making a speech at Connor's funeral about suicide, the Connor Project takes off, made with the help of Jared and Alana, a classmate played by Alexis Molnar. This allows Evan to become closer to the Murphys, and specifically closer to Zoe Murphy. He's got the girl of his dreams, and he's got essentially a stable family. Unfortunately, his already existing relationships, specifically with his mom and his acquaintances, become strained and broken. After the truth finally comes out, his mom finally realizes how much he's been suffering, and that relationship is tied up. Unfortunately, his relationship with Zoe is broken, but Zoe does not get angry, but understands what Evan was going through. After everything that he's been through, Evan makes one final letter, mentally, and reflects on everything and his impact on the community, and finally is able to accept himself. The lyrics and music for Dear Evan Hansen were written by Ben Pasek and Justin Paul. They both started off working together at the University of Michigan, both going for their BFAs in musical theater. How they first got started is that they both got background roles in the production that they were doing, and decided to write their own songs and turn it into their own musical, which wound up as the musical Edges. Dear Evan Hansen is a compilation of an event in Pasek's life, the death of a high school classmate, and the book by Stephen Levinson. Pasek and Paul, as they've come to be known, have also written music and lyrics for productions such as James and the Giant Peach the Musical. They wrote the lyrics for La La Land, and they wrote the songs for Greatest Showman. Now, the book writer, Stephen Levinson, a quote from him about the production is that the composers Ben Pasek, Justin Paul, and I were commissioned to write a musical about teenagers where the main character would lie the entire time to a grieving family. We thought we were writing a chamber musical that interested us. It didn't seem like it was commercial potential. The Dear Evan Hansen website gets 20 to 25 emails a week from kids dealing with their own issues of mental health and social anxiety. To touch people on that level is phenomenal. Dear Evan Hansen premiered at the Arena Stage in Washington, D.C. on July 30th, 2015. Their off-Broadway premiere was in March 2016 at the Second Stage Theater, and their Broadway premiere was in December 2016 at the Music Box Theater, where they are still playing today. As for awards that they have been nominated for and received, they won awards such as the Tonys for Best Musical, Best Book, Best Original Score, Best Lead Actor, and Best Lead Actress. And that was in 2017, and in 2018, they won the Grammy for Best Musical Album, and were nominated for much more, one of which is still in the process of being decided. This musical opens more conversation on what is to be discussed on stage, including mental illness, and is also very up to date with everything in terms of people being instantly judged and the effects of the technological age and being left outside of everything. This is a newer musical, so the effects could still be yet to come, but the immediate effects are still being seen.